both go there?
We did.
I do got student loans up to my dick.
I'm almost done.
Let me tell you, the loans are deep.
What?
It's the worst. And I thought we were doing it so responsibly because we did like a whole hybrid of things where I had an academic scholarship that covered a lot of it, but then we put up some cash and then the rest were just like subsidized like federal loans. But goddamn. It's too many of them. It's too many. And then, but we're back. We're back to Jacob V Weekly. We want to start by reminding you to reach out and donate to Caddyshack of New Hamel, Illinois, Caddyshack IL on Facebook. Help them out. They're going through it. It's hard rescuing all the cats all the time. Only way to support this show financially, patreon.com/JacobV. We lost one this last month, and he didn't die. He just quit.
Lost what?
He left. A patron from Patreon.
No.
Who did?
Oh yeah, just some guy.
Oh.
Longtime supporter of the show, and I know he's moving. He's going through it right now, so I'm going to pray for him. He's probably broke.
Prayers for him.
You know what I mean? He hardly works anyway. And now it's the $4 a month. I know it's crazy. It's crazy.
What a deal!
Thank you
For Patreon.
Yeah,
$4 a month.
Yeah.
It's really great. It's my favorite thing. And my band No Antics has a new song coming out, I believe, next Friday or something crazy. Don't hold me to that. There's 3 songs by No Antics on Spotify right now, or on all your platforms probably, but that's where the kind of attention is, I guess. And so go check that out. We just had the vinyl release for Blinded by Stereo. That LP is out. You can get that on Blinded by Stereo's Bandcamp. Blinded by Stereo. Find that. Matt will hand deliver it to you. Those turned out really nice. It sounds really good. We sold a bunch of them at the show, so I'm excited about that. We just started favorite songs on Spotify for July of 2022. That's the companion playlist to this podcast on Spotify exclusively. Jacob V's favorite songs July 2022 is out there and growing as we speak. I have my friends here, Tim and Lucius. Kayla's also here, but you don't want a mic, correct?
Correct.
Okay, good. Not a big deal. I remember offering last time, and not a big deal. Big fans of you guys listen to this show, Tim and Lou over there. That you guys are some of my most requested guests. I didn't realize.
That's a lie.
No, that's
Emma's
absolutely
gonna be
true.
so upset.
No. She's
hears
definitely
this.
up there on that list. Listen, don't start with that shit. I don't need that shit.
I was just saying he was lying to us.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I mean, actually believe it.
My number one is Alfred, my attorney.
Oh,
People love him.
good.
He's a smart guy, and
Yeah.
he knows a lot about things that are happening now. You know what I mean?
He's smart. I like him.
Christ, I have a bunch of stuff prepared, but how is everybody? I feel like I was kind of like not talking when you guys first got here.
Yeah.
Because
all right.
You're just saving.
no,
it for
I
the
was
cast,
pretty
bro.
heavily medicated, and I was also
Oh.
saving my chi for the mic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotta store
We
it
were
up.
warming up.
Yeah. And I'm trying to, I had to teach a bunch of children how to play rock music today. So closed another successful summer camp, but good God. I mean, it really takes it out of you.
I mean, how many times can you play Iron Man?
I wish we were doing Iron Man.
Oh, really?
I wish
are
it
you
was something
playing?
that heavy. Actually, this was a really girl-heavy camp this week, so we did Jolene by
Oh.
Dolly Parton.
Ooh.
Yes.
It went great. It was a lot of fun, very cute. And we did California Dreamin' by the Mamas
Good.
and
I
the
love that
Papas.
song.
Really great. Again, we had a lot of singers, so we were kind of thinking in that vein, right? And
How
then
old are these kids?
anywhere between 7 and like 12.
Wow. Bless you.
It was really great. They're so sweet.
Bless your heart.
But
Bless
they're good.
your
I mean, they're
heart.
good kids. It's not a cheap camp, and it's not a long-term camp. So it's like, and they all come with their like lunches packed.
I pictured you as obviously Dewey from School of Rock, but I think you're probably more of like a Maria from Sound of Music.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm certainly okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, feel free to chime in there.
Well,
I mean, what
I
the
had a
fuck? I mean,
Pride Month. You know, I celebrated by going to Florida and
Florida, which
What a
part?
place.
getting sand up everywhere.
Oh no,
part of Florida?
no.
Miramar Beach, which is like just due east of Destin.
I've
So-
never been to Destin, so
It was
cool.
my first time going to Florida without going to Disney World, and it was great.
That's fun.
Went to some go-kart tracks, which they had like this, like, I think it's called like Wild Woody, and it's like a huge wooden track that has like, you know, what do you call that, like a spiral, like a big old
Yes.
spiral, and then they have like a slick track where you could kind of be like, you could live your Mario Kart dream, like doing like the
You can Tokyo
throw-
drift. You can drift, brother.
could
yeah, you
throw
could drift.
turtle
You
shells.
could Tokyo drift.
cause
Yeah.
it's slick.
You could like hit that star, and then you could
Yeah.
be infinitely.
Tim, did you go
Exactly.
to Table Rock with us
No, wait. Who went to Table Rock?
for my bachelorette excursion?
No,
No.
I don't do things like that.
Did we invite you?
I think you might have.
Okay,
Wasn't
good.
it like the whole group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was everybody.
I feel like for some reason I want to say I had like parent-teacher conferences or something.
That's totally possible. It was that
Yeah.
time of the year.
Yeah. Did Kat go? Because if she didn't go, then I didn't go.
I don't remember. No, because she would have gotten in a fight with somebody, and that didn't happen. So I'm assuming she wasn't there. Poor Emma came swinging. She was coming for everybody. She would have killed anybody on that motherfucker.
God.
You know, she came for such a short stint though.
Who?
Emma.
Well, I think she was just not having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I bet her hair looked
But
great.
no, yeah, and some people are going to have that. I mean, some people, I don't know. My wife really liked the idea of doing the conjoined thing, especially because, you know, our siblings and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But, and like, what are we going to, like, I'm not taking you two to a strip club. That's not happening.
Us two. Why
Why?
not?
Okay. You guys want to go?
Not really.
Listen,
I'm not wearing a
I'm
fucking.
all for equal opportunity stripping.
I'm-
Equal opportunity sex work.
I'm not wearing a fucking mask.
I just don't want to go. Like it has nothing to do
No,
with
I'd rather
seeing
go to.
strippers.
I'd rather go do this exactly what we're doing right now in Steak and Shake. We're gonna have a chili
Oh
cheese fry.
God, yes.
Ooh.
Is that even an option though to eat inside of a Steak and Shake
Yeah.
anymore?
I don't know.
But you can eat inside, but they don't have waiters anymore that go to your table.
It's like quick serve, like a Qdoba.
It's more of like no,
Yeah,
because
what is happening?
you order on the self-service thing, and then you go sit down, and then they call your order, and then you have to go pick it up,
Oh, like a White Castle.
like a White Castle.
And I love White Castle, so
Oh yeah,
I might have to go inside of a Steak and Shake soon.
There's a White Castle over here. This is like the third time this has come up on this show that we should stop everything we're doing and go get White Castle.
Yeah.
I told
sounds
my
awesome.
brother, like,
Yeah.
take $20. He said, no, I got a cat on me. I can't. I said, you're not going to go get a fucking Crave Clutch right now?
I have a gift
Crave
card.
Clutch.
That's the little one. You have a White Castle gift card?
I do.
You're from Jefferson County.
Babe, you know it.
That's the most Jefferson County thing you've ever said to me.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
You know who loves White Castle? My father.
Your father does.
Oh, he loves it.
Is
He likes it for breakfast. He talks about, they crack a fresh egg. I'm
Well,
like,
I will
"Mark."
tell you, I like one of my favorite things is to go garage sailing on Wednesday mornings and either stop at a White Castle before or after I hit the sweet spot garage sailing.
You don't eat at Quick Trip.
Yes, I do.
You do. Okay.
I
I just
literally ate at Quick Trip on the way.
well,
here.
because I was just
I-
thinking, like, if I'm doing something that's not McDonald's, the first thing it's probably going to be is Quick Trip.
dude,
Because
It really depends on.
You know me, I need 8 cylinders, so I go through a lot of gas.
Yeah.
and it's not cheap right now.
I like roller grill items at Quick Trip,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
I'm
Okay.
into their.
But I just assumed because you had worked there that maybe you had a prejudice against.
No,
them.
the fact that I work there makes me know that their food is really good.
You know what's crazy? That's how I feel about Breadco. I worked at Breadco for like a month, and nothing there was gross.
Yeah.
it was the cleanest. It was the cleanest place I'd ever worked, which
That's
makes
reassuring.
it. But it's fucking expensive hospital food, so I don't eat it
Oh,
for that.
no,
reason.
don't you slight
that's interesting.
St. Louis Breadco like that?
Yeah,
it's fucking expensive.
it is
hospital
expensive,
food.
but I don't understand
Hospital
the
food is
hospital.
And
way
there's
more
no
expensive.
preservatives in the bagels, which means that like afternoon they start to get really hard. So I mean, I do love a good fresh bagel, but I'd rather go to an Einstein Brothers if you can find one.
Mm-hmm.
They do a lox and bagel, girl. I
they're-
have heard the new chicken sandwich at Panera is good.
Oh, it is.
That's not the place for me to get
Yeah.
that. I will. only
That's what
go
I
to
said. I said, "What are we
Popeyes."
doing?
I know.
Why don't you just
I hear
get
your outcry,
cheeseburgers?
but it's good. It's good. Trust me.
The chicken sandwich is good.
The chicken sandwich is good.
Well,
It's
I
got a
always
brioche
love
bun.
a non-Chick-fil-A option for a chicken. I've never had a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich.
Oh my god,
You've never
it's
had
life
Chick-fil-A?
changing.
Never. That's how I.
I
You're
don't.
such a good
That I
queer.
just. I mean, no. I'm
What?
committed. We just ended Pride Month. That's why we're all here, and I have never had a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich.
Have you had the waffle fries?
I've had the waffle fries with the Polynesian sauce. My mom would get it. And so I'd get the appeal, but I just vote with my dollar that way. There's other places. I like Raising Cane's too.
Oh my god, yes,
Yeah.
Raising Cane's.
Because some people, there's hate. I don't get the hate.
I understand the hate.
But I'm a
if
sauce
you,
bitch.
Yeah,
I'm a
I am
garlic
too.
aioli ass bitch.
Yeah. My perfect meal would be Cane's chicken strips with either their crinkle cut fries or Rally's fries.
The Rally's fries are good.
The Texas toast from Cane's.
Yeah.
And my dipping sauce of choice would be the white gravy from Dairy Queen's chicken tenders
White
box.
gravy.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
I've talked about this on this show before. The first time I ever had the chicken box at DQ, like as an adult, I was probably going to Webster, and I looked at that on the menu and I said, "Oh, that's what I want." And I assumed it was a little disposable ramekin of ranch dressing. And then, much to my chagrin, I
taste
dip
bud
it
shock.
and I bite it into it, and it's motherfucking hot
Yes.
sausage gravy.
And it was either in that moment you could lean into how incredible that taste is, or it's so
No,
shocking.
I was horrified. I was like, how did my
you'll
ranch get hot?
Yeah, I understand.
I
It's-
got scared because I
Yeah.
was just expecting cool,
on the
refreshing
Kinsey
ranch.
test of taste tests, that's like you're on the polar opposite, man.
Have you ever come around to the hot gravy with chicken strips? Because it's fucking delicious.
It's amazing. I
would
asked for
definitely eat
extra.
it. I would definitely.
Because you want to dip your fries in it, you want to dip your bread in it
I
too.
asked for that and ranch dressing, so I can dip my fries in the ranch dressing, the chicken strips in the gravy, and then the toast in whatever I have more of left.
Yeah, the toast is real. I get extra toast at Cane's.
Oh
Every
yes,
time.
who gets the slaw?
I used to get the Caniac, but I really don't need that much chicken, so I get the box combo with 2 extra pieces of toast
That's what I'm saying.
and add 2 extra sauces.
And their ice is amazing.
I like the ice. I don't mind the ice. It's a good ratio of size to mouthfeel.
Is it tiny ice?
Yeah, it's crunchy.
Crunchy little
pellets
nuggets of ice. Little pellets is good.
Pellets of ice.
Like
Pellets is
Sonic
good.
ice?
What?
Like Sonic ice?
I don't remember if Sonic had. I think so.
Ish?
Yeah,
Yeah.
ish.
I haven't been.
So
It's a
you know what?
Sonic
I was just
years.
at a Sonic. I've been working at the School of Rock so often that if I get a break to go out to lunch to pick up something, I can't just eat McDonald's like 3 times a day. That's incredible. That's, it would be insane.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there's Taco Bell right there, but I really have to be in the mood for Taco Bell because I get scared about what it's going to do to me.
Yeah.
And so I had fucking Arby's the other day. I feel like I've been in a time machine. I went to Sonic.
Yeah.
Sonic's drive-through only. You can't do the car thing right now because I guess
They don't have enough people to walk out to you.
I don't know. I don't
Probably.
understand. I don't know the answer.
What is going on in the world of fast food?
It's fucked up. I'll tell you that.
It ain't fast anymore.
Oh, they don't have the cheddar bites anymore at Sonic, so I almost burnt it down.
Do they have the extra long cheese coney?
Yeah, they got the coney.
Yeah.
There was coney.
Foot long. Who's got the foot long?
The coney is unaffected by the supply chain because we've made enough of them. We have reserves. And you freeze them.
Can
they're
you
good
imagine
forever.
an alarm, like a Sonic alarm, like woo woo?
Like, oh my god,
We need reserves.
we're down on conies.
Go to the
That's
vault.
the end. That's when we've hit the end, is when we've run out of conies.
When we're finally out of conies, that's when people are going to rebel.
That's
That's
the
finally
thing
what's going to
that's gonna
happen. They're
put
going
people
to
over the
execute leadership
I
on
need
the
my
lawn of the White House.
wieners.
There's like,
It
if
could
I
be the
can't
thing
get I'm sorry. I thought this was America. I can't get a fucking coney.
We have a whole fucking island.
Why is it called that? Oh, is that why?
Coney Island.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why?
Probably. I can only imagine.
Oh, I'm gonna skip the Mike Parsons and Donald Trump news.
I don't
give a
I
fuck.
don't want to know.
We gotta let's just enjoy each other's company. Why start a fight?
Yeah, you know.
We'd be
Because
all
we won't all
screaming at
agree.
each. No, that's yeah. Well, Tim's from Jeffco. You never know where he's going to swing on something.
That's fair. Yeah, you know it.
But, you know, speaking of rallies, I used to work in this neighborhood called Walnut Park, which is adjacent to a neighborhood called Penrose, which are in North City. And I used to go to this McDonald's like every fucking day. And sometimes I'd go to the rallies, and the rallies was a bop. And really, if you're going to the McDonald's, it's not any grosser to go to rallies in a neighborhood like that.
Exactly.
It's like a third world country. It's crazy.
But rallies is so good.
Rallies is bopping. And so I just had an article here that apparently a customer reported that a McDonald's employee at that very McDonald's at the intersection of Natural Bridge and Kings Highway pointed a rifle at her from the drive-through window.
For what?
A PR firm that works with local McDonald's in St. Louis disputes the police narrative regarding the incident. Employees could face criminal charges after allegedly pointing a rifle at a customer through the drive-thru window.
It was the employee.
Yeah. Oh, the employee was pointing the gun at a customer.
Jeez.
Yeah. And later refusing to let police officers into the building.
We don't know why.
Oh, we don't know why.
Did you say why?
The woman who called the police reportedly identified the 22-year-old male employee who allegedly pointed the rifle at her. The suspect was taken into custody, but has not yet been charged as of when this was posted. Was also issued summons for interfering with police, but not letting him in the building. Behavior an employee, surveillance footage. I don't see actually what the dispute was over.
Well, she was probably trying to ask for another sweet and sour sauce.
I bet.
I've given you 4.
Yeah.
The McRib is never coming back.
Yeah. And then right there at that same intersection,
I don't like customers either, but damn.
In that same neighborhood, an individual open carrying an AR-15 got robbed at gunpoint. And the North County Police Cooperative reports that there was a shootout on Friday, May 27th, that left 3 people injured after a person open carrying AR-15 was robbed at gunpoint. The individual went inside Wellston Food Mart on Page Avenue, open carrying the rifle, but did not use it in a threatening manner, and then left the store.
So the guy who was open carrying an AR-15, he's the one that got robbed.
Yeah, then he went to the store, and then he got robbed.
So St. Louis, that like you think
that's why I saved it.
The person who's walking around with the AR-15, you're gonna get robbed by him.
No, absolutely not. No, he's a target at that point.
We don't like cocky motherfuckers up in here in St. Louis. Oh, you think you're gonna walk around with your gun? Well, fuck you.
Yeah, guess what, bitch? My gun now. That's terrible. I'm gonna pray for him.
You know, give it up to Jesus.
Lucius, one from your neck of the woods. Controversial liquor bill stirs up trouble in St. Charles.
Oh no.
A potential loosening of St. Charles liquor laws have some business owners up in arms. A bill up for vote next Tuesday, which probably already happened. Was that this Tuesday? Oh, yeah, this has happened. So we should look up and see how this went. But a bill that went up for vote last Tuesday would eliminate St. Charles' requirement for bars and restaurants' alcohol sales to make up no more than half of their total revenue. Many business owners are threatening to leave in response, but advocates of the measure say it will benefit the area. So it's part of the whole like bar and grill formula where you have to do so much of your sales have to be non-liquor related.
The law used to be 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what
That's
you just
what it
read?
looks like?
Yeah, so it was like you had to have half of your sales had to be alcohol, or half of it had to be food, half of it had to be alcohol.
Uh-huh.
And the bars were not into it. So I have some interesting insight about this.
I love it.
So, from what I understand, this thing passed, so it loosened the liquor laws for those bars that are on St. Charles Main Street. And it's always like, it's the shop owners who are the daytime workers down there at St. Charles Main Street who are really upset by all of this because the drunks leave the bars and they, like, leave Main Street a mess. Now, supposedly, or from what I understand, since COVID, it's not been that way. There had been a lot of changes because of COVID, and they kept a lot of those, like, mandates in place in the bars. But several of, like, the most problematic bars had already shut down. So they're putting something out on Main Street, an ITAP. ITAP wants to put something out there, but as you know, ITAP doesn't sell food. Like the one in Soulard has Epic Pizza next door. And so they weren't going to be able to go in, but from what I understand, the mayor of St. Charles has spoken with the ITAP guy who wants to be brought in, and then that thing got passed, and then like within that same day, ITAP signed their lease for one of the buildings on Main Street.
Wow.
Did that make sense?
Oh yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. At a St. Charles City,
there's Scoop. You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, that's crazy. At a St. Charles City Council meeting last week, dozens of residents packed into City Hall to air their grievances. Some worried an open door for alcohol sales would cause a jump in crime. Others worried that wild behavior would tarnish Main Street's historic charm. Another resident feared increased alcohol sales would bring a, quote, thug mentality
I hate
to
that
St.
quote.
Charles.
I read that in the Front Times.
As people from North
that
County
quote?
and St.
He
Louis
said
might
it
flock
like
to the
thug
area.
mentality.
Oh.
Loud music, blaring F-bombs and lyrics about cop killers and rapists?
Cockulars.
Cop killers. Cop killers.
Cop killer.
That's the same
So
RT article.
another thing that's
Calculus.
happening down there, what you'll see is because it's definitely racially motivated. The changes that are happening down there on Main Street, because not only will ITAP be going in, but another bar either just became a honky tonk bar, or is about to become a honky tonk bar. So they know exactly what type of vibe they want to go for over there in St. Charles.
Which is what?
You heard it here first,
You
folks.
heard it here first, bitches.
So we're genre crossing between country and
That's what they want.
rap and
Here's
I
the
think
thing.
they're actually more so trying to push rap out and
yeah.
bring honky tonk.
Yeah, they don't want to hear the loud music with the F-bombs.
But like, let's hear about, country singers.
Mm-hmm. Like riding jet skis.
Yeah.
And
Drinking and driving.
Drinking and
That's a
driving.
problem.
That's for sure. They love driving drunk. Big old truck, hammered drunk.
don't take my big old truck.
I'm
Drive
gonna
down the
pick up
street.
my wife.
I'm gonna pick up my wife. St. Louis Arches elevator gets stuck for hours. Visitors
Oh, God,
rescued.
nightmare.
What?
Can you imagine? Oh yeah, hold on. I got
In
it right
the
here.
eggs?
I got it right here.
Stuck in the egg.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be a nightmare.
That'd be so
it
horrifying.
happened. People were stuck in the St. Louis Arches tram, a small capsule that takes people to the top of the arch. The tram was stuck in the north leg of the arch for at least 2 hours. Electricity and lights were on inside the tram, but it could not move. The tram was fixed around 2 p.m., according to the report, and St. Louis Fire Department personnel were on the scene. There's no word on how many people were in the elevator.
Did they make the people get out and walk down the stairs that are directly next to them?
That's what I was thinking. Like, what are they there?
Because
they
I
said
remember
they
seeing that
fixed
as a
it, so I
kid.
think they were stuck in it until they fixed it.
Oh my God. All of it, everything about that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Google engineer on leave after he claims AI program has gone sentient.
Well,
You
it was
know-
only a matter of time.
I mean, is that even a bad thing?
Where are the moral values about killing a sentient being then?
Well, apparently he wants he wants to be he wants to be listed as a Google employee and he wants benefits.
Oh, well, you got to cut that out.
You got to cut that
You gotta
shit
cut
out.
that out.
That's what
Oh.
I said. I said we don't need this shit.
Yeah,
I don't need
great.
I'm not giving you fucking 4 weeks of vacation. What are you going to do?
The Mexican restaurant next door to my house, which is really down the street, has robots that bring out the food. And I
yeah.
say thank you in my sweetest voice to it every time it brings me its food because
You want to be on the right side.
I want to be on the right side.
When the robots take over, you want to make sure that they're like,
wanna
oh,
make-
he
yeah.
was nice at the
He
Mexican
was a good
joint.
one. He was always an
He
ally.
was really nice. He can work in the coal mines or something. Let him live. Don't put him in a goo pod.
Question: do I tip anybody? Like, do I tip anyone for
The
that?
robot?
Who took the order?
Is
There
there
was a
even a
waiter who
place
took
on
the
the
order,
robot?
but then like
Yeah.
the robot brought the food out.
No,
Is
but
there a
I
place
would.
on the robot to
Yeah,
put a tip?
I would tip the
No.
same. I would.
'Cause
I would definitely
You
tip
don't want
the
to get
same.
too close and you touch them inappropriately.
Yeah, it's probably
You know.
safer that it's a robot. I mean, the waiter probably put the food on the robot.
What do these robots look like?
What's the point then? It honest to God, it looks like an upside down bucket. Or like or like like those step stools in grade school that had like wheels on the bottom that were like
Oh my
cylindrical,
God.
but it's got like
Oh,
a
wow.
stand on each.
Oh,
it has like
totally
a little
looks
table.
exactly like that.
They're taking our jobs.
Yeah.
Apparently people love it.
I wish they would take my job, I feel like
Somebody needs to.
yeah,
People aren't.
people aren't.
Yeah, it totally looks like
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
it looks like a step stool.
So
Yeah.
interesting.
And your food's on there?
And it's warm.
Looks like a
It's
hot
warm,
plate.
huh? Does it heat it up here? Is this heating something?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a hot plate.
that's amazing.
How does it know where to go? Do you
Hi,
have to
my
go to
name
a
is
spot
Rita.
Where it's like specifically.
I'm not calling you Rita.
Do I sound like I'm yelling because
No.
you're all the way over there? I just realized that.
No.
Okay. Emma, listeners at home.
Great. So, okay, food robot. Fantastic. So you're cool with that. FDA
not
bans
cool with that.
Juul. My mother-in-law recently bought like $500 worth of Juul products because
Sell them on the black market.
no, because she's going to use them.
Oh.
Yeah, but if they're going to outlaw it,
Okay, why are the jewels even being outlawed?
it's like
Because
a punitive
big tobacco
it's-
companies are in charge around here.
Well, it's a punitive measure for their alleged advertising to children.
Oh, that makes sense.
So, did you know that the Juul inventor is from St. Louis?
Right.
Did you know that?
No.
He also went to the school I teach at.
He what?
At the school that I teach at.
Oh.
Yeah.
In
I
a
whispered that.
non-specific school.
Yeah.
Can you bleep that whole thing out?
Yeah.
Non-specific place.
Yeah. What?
So jewels are gone.
Well, but when does that take effect?
Hmm.
They're fighting over a vape ban, but the role of e-cigarettes in the world of tobacco abuse is not clear cut. Okay, so it's tied up in court.
How did kids, how were they able to put marijuana with those? Do you get the Juul in a cartridge?
There's a replaceable cartridge in the Juul, and you could also get like refillable ones. Like that's what this is. This is a refillable pod.
Hold
here.
that up.
This is a refillable.
Oh.
And you buy this goo that you put in there, and
I think everyone should just be allowed to smoke whatever they want.
Yeah.
I mean, look where we are.
What's the worst that can happen?
You heard it here first, folks.
you heard it here first. You heard it here
Smoke
first.
whatever you
Smoke
want.
up,
Smoke
bitches.
whatever you
Smoke 'em
want.
if
You
got
heard it
'em.
here first. Rachel Dolezal has an OnlyFans.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Isn't she like 54?
I mean, so?
Okay.
Does anybody
I hadn't
actually
thought about it
support
like that.
her though? 'Cause
That's the thing. Wouldn't it be funny if she was like the lowest income OnlyFans?
What if she's on there just to like say that she's innocent, that she's still black, but she's not actually doing anything like?
foot pics? No.
Is that what she's doing?
And she's doing squats.
Girl.
I'm gonna burn it to the
Rachel
ground.
Dolezal.
I'm moving. I am moving away.
She's keeping the hair though, huh?
Yeah.
Apparently she couldn't. Okay, so apparently she couldn't
Got
find it.
box braids.
Does she really? I
Oh
can't
yeah,
see the
it's great.
picture.
Is
You
she
know, you can take Rachel out of the NAACP.
okay. So she's 43 and she couldn't find a job. So that's why she's selling pictures of her feet.
Oh my god!
Will you buy one for her?
I can't let my wife see that on
Did
my
you
bank
know
statement.
that she has a book? She has a book called In Full Color.
I don't know if we're allowed to talk about this actually now that I brought it all up.
Well, you know,
Oh.
we have. She's our problem, you know, because
Yeah.
because she's
Christ.
she has a problem.
We gotta
And
take her out.
We gotta take her out. She's an embarrassment.
She's got to be. I mean, I don't even know what I'm allowed to say. It's a mess. She literally, that was a fucking scholarly article too. I don't even know where it just was, but that was like the New York Post or some shit. And she literally said she couldn't find a job, and so she's trying out selling pictures
She's
of her
famously
feet
a fraud.
and videos of herself doing squats. She's 43. She has two grown
I think she'd
children.
be really successful with cake farts.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You know, maybe I should bleep all this out. Let's
Yeah.
just start over. Let's just take it from the top.
Move on. Next topic.
Doc Antle has been arrested.
Thank God.
Who's that?
He's
That's-
one of the guys from Tiger King. He's the one with
He's
the
the
ponytail.
pompous-
Big cat exploiter Doc Antle is behind bars, which is fitting after his years of locking up endangered animals. We blew the whistle on his apparent charity scam, and the end to his reign of terrorizing animals can't come soon enough. That's from PETA. Tiger King villain Doc Antle has been arrested. That's just June of this year. You heard it here first, folks.
You heard it here first.
PETA.org. PETA loves it. PETA loves this. Felony counts of wildlife trafficking. That was only a matter of time.
I mean,
He put it all out there.
come on.
You know, give it to PETA to get shit done. You know, it's not enough that he's like a sexual predator.
Was he?
Yeah.
I didn't know him.
He promised, like,
Oh,
times
yeah.
with tigers and stuff to ladies that...
Yeah, and he would pay them
were
like
unsuspecting.
minimum wage, and they would have to live there, and they'd
promise-
work
Was he the one that
8
was like
hours a
going to
day.
Vegas all the time?
No, that's
No.
Jeff. That was Jeff something who the guy with the he had like a Fox Sports racing hat on all
Oh
the time.
yeah.
Yeah. He had like grown kids and shit. That guy has a problem. Where he wore motorcycle jackets all the time in the summer in Oklahoma. He probably smelled like a hockey bag.
Oh.
Britney Spears' ex-husband crashed her wedding, promptly tackled by security. Jason Alexander was married to Spears for 55 hours following Shotgun Vegas wedding ceremony in 2004.
My
Yeah,
God.
she fired her entire security team because of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
dang.
Yeah, are you reading last week's news?
I haven't done a podcast in a couple weeks. I just put all the stuff in here. I'm glad you're giving me the follow-ups. That's what I need.
I want to hear about the firing of the security guards.
That's
like,
all that happened. She
that's-
just let them all go.
I want to be there, though. I want her to be like, and you're gone, and you're gone. I can't believe you let this guy
And
in
then
my
twirl.
life. 55
He got
hours.
charged with trespassing, vandalism, and 2 counts of battery.
Oh, wow.
He also had an outstanding felony for larceny.
Did you see Britney's guest list? Like, did you see the pictures?
He had a knife.
Mhm.
You did?
Yeah, well,
Madonna
didn't Paris Hilton go?
and
She was supposed to DJ for Joe Biden, but
Yeah.
she skipped it to go to
Drew
Britney's wedding.
Barrymore, Selena Gomez,
Yeah, Selena.
Donatella Versace,
Yeah.
Paris, Madonna.
Versace.
Versace,
Versace.
Tuvalu.
Yeah, what about her invitation list, though?
What?
What about her invitation list? Just those people that were
Those are the
like-
only ones I remember. Oh, no, Ansel Elgort was there.
Oh, I love him.
Do you? Because he's problematic.
Why? What did he do?
He was, I don't know, he was grooming, like, underage girls. Children.
Wow,
He was
fuck.
grooming children.
Well,
That's what you call it.
And not a hairstylist.
Yeah.
oh, well, that's done then, I guess.
Yeah, that's why he's really not in the spotlight, even though he was in West Side Story. I don't think he did any promotional stuff for that. I think
That's crazy.
Yeah,
He's handsome though.
he is handsome. I think he looks like a young Marlon Brando.
Really?
Yeah, I think he could play Brando in a movie if he.
Oh, that would be good.
Well, I don't want him to do anything now.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Just when you get to this happened with
babe. When I cancel people, I cancel them hard. I don't want to see
There's
you.
no soft cancel.
Yeah, there's no soft
Dude,
canceling.
I finally watched Leaving Neverland the other day.
Oh my god, I was just thinking about
What is that? The
It's-
Michael
it's-
Jackson
oh,
documentary?
it's awful.
I haven't. I.
Babe, you gotta cancel hard.
Oh my god.
You gotta
This is a
cancel
hard one to
hard.
cancel.
Well,
It's
yeah,
hard- it's
he's
hard
a
not
hard
to.
one to cancel. Fuck.
That's how we got away with it for so long, though. Because he was hard to cancel.
And everybody made excuses for his behavior.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I just need someone like The Weeknd to just take Michael Jackson's top hits and re-record them, and then I can listen to them.
I
and
love
not
his
feel
Dirty
guilty.
Diana. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Mm. Wait, The Weeknd has a Dirty Diana?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
so good. It's on his
Oh,
first
I bet
album,
That's really good.
which was like 3 albums.
I also really enjoy the Alien Ant Farm version of
Yeah.
Smooth Criminal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one. Infamous. So that's all the gas we have on that one.
Yeah, on Jason Alexander crashing Britney's
Yeah.
wedding.
Yeah. Did you guys do anything for Pride Month? Any Pride festivities?
I went to the Pride Parade. I was in it for the first time, and it was my first Pride
Oh, really?
ever.
I
Pride
love
Month.
it.
Yay.
Loving it.
Was
I
it like
love all
so
that.
hot and sweaty?
It
but
was
you loved
hot.
it?
It wasn't that. It wasn't actually that hot. It rained,
Oh.
Oh,
and
nice.
then I was just like, I was really beat after walking
Yeah.
through the parade, and I didn't think it would be that I don't know, tiring.
Pride
It
is
was fun.
exhausting.
Yeah.
If you're not walking in the parade, if you're not fucking in the woods,
Oh
you're
my
eating
God.
a turkey leg on the
I saw turkey
Square
legs. I
of-
couldn't wait in line.
Tucker in Maine. I don't know where it's at, Tucker and Market or something like that.
Tucker and
But yeah, it was good.
I You know what we did? We watched a documentary yesterday. It's called Memories of a Murderer, the Nielsen Files. And I think that's an equal opportunity pride. It's a story about a gay murderer who like murdered like 15 to 16 men and stuffed them under his floorboards.
God, that
Loving
sounds
it.
terrible.
Loving it.
It's a fantastic documentary because he like did 250 hours just like recording himself on a tape, and he thinks he's like so cool.
Recording himself doing it?
No.
Oh.
He's like in prison, just like, I'm not a monster, I'm a man, and ordinary men can do this thing
Where
too.
was he from?
Crap, where was he from?
The UK.
Oh, so he
that's
didn't
right, it was
have a
in the
southern
UK.
accent?
Did he have southern?
No, he did not.
That's why
He did not.
I asked where he was from.
Yeah.
I don't like crime I don't like crime stuff. I don't like true crime
Really?
stuff. No, but the Pride documentary that I watched was about I'm changing the subject.
Thank you.
Was about a gay men's choir from San Francisco touring through the Deep South and trying to change minds. It was cute, but
Damn.
yeah,
That is cute.
it was.
Just like it was like,
happy.
we're here!
Yeah, it's exactly what they did. Yeah.
You can't ignore a bus full of gay chorus men.
I mean, you could, but no, you're not going to have a good time doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. I actually, when we drove down to Florida, so we had to go through the Deep South. And so I'm presenting like I'm presenting more male these days. So I'm getting sirred from people who would think that pronouns, like, I'm not going to date anybody that has a pronoun, like those type of people, I'm getting sirred.
Wait, is that good or bad?
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good because they don't know that I'm trans. They just see what they want to see, which is a dude.
So when did you go to Florida?
Last week.
Oh. So we went to on our road trip out west to Wyoming and then Colorado. We also talked a lot about like our presence in places where we should pretend we're brothers versus
What?
together.
Oh, interesting, yeah.
Like when we got to Wyoming and that first night we stayed there, I got nervous because I was thinking about all of the Trump stuff that we saw on the way there. As soon as we crossed into Wyoming, sadly, all I could think about was Matthew Shepard.
Oh, yeah.
And so yeah, I was nervous, and there were times when we knew we were not, like, we should not go into this bar specifically. We walked in and immediately turned around because the vibe was off.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was.
Do you have to, like, butch it up?
What do you mean?
Like, do you have to put yourself back in the closet when you go into those places? Like,
I feel like
like where I would have to femme it up if I was like presenting more.
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, no, I'd scratch my balls just to let everyone else know that I was coming.
Just don't open your mouth at all. No talking.
Yeah. Let Jeff do all the talking.
Yeah,
it's pretty much, yeah.
Wow, your brother's really quiet.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Yeah. We
your brother
like
is
we
really
stayed in this
quiet.
cabin and our Airbnb host met us at the door when we got there. And she was like, "Oh, that futon in the living room folds out so that it, because we just assumed she did not think that we were going to be staying in the same bed." And I was like, "Should I put the futon out just to pretend that I slept
So
there?"
funny.
But then I ended up sleeping there anyway because it was a queen size bed. We're too big.
Yeah. Did you stay? Were you like you had like a private room in somebody's house?
No, we were in a cabin on this woman's property.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was
and then also there was like a lot of initial paranoia, but then we talked to her and had coffee with her, and like I sussed her out, and she basically admitted that her vote did not count in that state. So then I was like, okay, she's cool. But I mean,
now.
like that was something.
She's cool. She's been completely disenfranchised by her local government.
Totally, yeah. She's cool. She gets it. She was from upstate New York, like,
yeah.
But
Yeah. So I like.
Did you stay in an Airbnb?
Yeah.
So like I think Airbnb needs to start offering an option that says LGBT friendly on like hosts.
Weren't they doing some shit like that for a while? Like maybe it wasn't the same exact protected group, but it was like maybe it was Uber that was like labeling like thing almost like how QT is a safe space.
Yeah.
But there was some app that was doing like a oh, we are accepting of XYZ for some reason. I can't remember. That's terribly unspecific. Somebody is on the right track though, Tim. They're doing what you're saying.
Airbnb definitely doesn't have that right now.
No, they probably need it.
I ended up spending a good part of that evening going through the comments to see if I could see if there were any other gay couples that might have stayed there. That's kind of hard to do.
Well, see, we got the Airbnb was actually like her sister's family, like they were the one that rented it. But whenever we were walking through, it was like a little like cottage villa place, and we were walking through. There was a service truck on the back of it. It said like LGBT, but then under the L it had a Liberty, under the B it had a beer, under the G it had
what
guns, and under the T
Guns.
it had Trump.
Oh, Liberty Beer, guns, and Trump. Yikes. Yikes.
Okay.
Well,
I knew I was welcomed immediately because it said LGBT.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be. Yeah. Do you get it?
Yeah.
That would be my reaction.
Lou, how is that going? We've talked about this, but but in the area you live in,
It's great. My next door neighbor that's across the road surprised me the other day. Was like, "Oh, it's a nice day. I just thought I'd come over and meet my neighbor." And yeah, I mean, it's great. Like, I just talk like myself and act like myself, and they have to deal with it or not.
Damn right.
And yeah, she's very sweet. And we wave to each other a lot.
well, that's good. I like to hear that.
Yeah, nothing
How
too
old
crazy.
is she old?
Yeah, probably 70s.
Is it the lady with the dog?
Lady with the dog?
The
No.
dog you rescued.
Oh, no. No, the lady with the dog is like 15 minutes.
Oh, not even
It's
near
in
there.
the actual town of Curryville. I'm on the outskirts.
Oh,
of
you were on your
Curryville.
way home.
Yes. Exactly. That's what happened with old Trudy.
The dog's name was Trudy.
I don't know.
Oh,
we
worth
made
it.
up a name last time, and I
I
think
thought it was
that's
like
what
Darla.
I don't know. I don't know. It didn't have a collar on, or else
I
I
like
would have
Brittany.
freaking
Yeah, Brittany.
Brittany.
Brittany. Where do you live?
Where do you live?
Where?
Brittany?
Just go home.
Jedi.
Tim, did you listen to that episode of the podcast? It was a whole saga.
No.
We don't have to rehash the whole thing.
Wait, I want to hear about it.
But it was like getting dark, and there's this tiny, cute little dog, and Lucius saved the dog, but like had to go like door to door,
at
And there was a
night.
dad
At night in
listening to like
Curryville.
speed metal.
No.
New metal. It was-
I would have waited until daylight to drive around
I actually thought about
the
that.
middle of nowhere to knock on doors to ask about people's dogs.
Yeah, but it was
Trust
you know,
anybody.
but there was nowhere to leave the dog.
In your apartment?
Well, I mean, I have also a dog that.
Right. That wouldn't like
I don't
that.
know.
They
if
hate
they
other dogs?
Well, and that's not what Darla needed.
Well,
Darla
let's
didn't
just say
need
my
to-
first instinct was to do that. So, and I didn't
Yeah.
see any reason not to, and until I knocked on the first door,
come and knock on my door.
and where they had like sheets over the windows instead of
Oh my god.
like Walmart, like
Yeah.
Aladdin
No,
sheet.
thank
Aladdin
you.
sheets, yeah, blaring because it was the only house that had lights on that was like right next to where I found the
Was
dog.
this a puppy?
No, it was like an old ass.
I'd have been like, this dog will
it
find
had
its way home.
it had his hair up and a Christmas sweater on.
That's cute.
It's hella cute. I have to get this dog back home.
And it didn't have a collar?
No.
How do you lose a dog with a sweater on it?
That's what I'm saying.
It was
You're gonna take the
dark
time
and
to put
lady
the
was
sweater
very
on the
old.
dog,
Yeah.
but you're not gonna. Keep
That
track
dog
of the
didn't put that sweater on itself. Someone dropped it off. Did you find the owners? I was gonna say someone went out. They just went out to your neck of the woods and dropped their dog off.
That happened.
sweater.
After
That was also
they
part of
finished
the
taking the Christmas
conversation.
pictures,
You're
they
gonna-
were like, "We're done."
But you're not gonna dump a dog in a sweater.
You
could.
I saw a dog that was dumped with a collar and the leash on it.
God, that's terrible. People, man. So
I
disappointing.
guess they think it's better than killing the dog.
Those are two options of many. It's really sad though.
Well, yeah.
It's the innocence, Gotta watch out for him.
Wow.
Wow.
Tim, you ever find a dog?
Have I ever found a dog?
You ever catch a dog? I used to carry
actually,
dog food.
I was down at what bar is it? There's a gay bar that does Christmas stuff every year.
You gotta be more specific than that.
They do. They're famous. It's a Christmas bar. Like
It's
the
a
inside of it is all
Christmas
decorated Christmas.
bar.
Look it up. Google it while I finish telling my story.
I gave you the Wi-Fi password, so I wouldn't have to Google anything.
Then we're sitting out, and I see this like rat-looking dog run by, and I realize the dog has no leash and no one's chasing after it. So me and this other girl and I run after it and grab it, and we get the other dog, and they're very sweet.
Miracle
we
STL.
called the name, or we called the number on the collar, and the owner came and picked them up.
What was their vibe?
They had just moved here from, I don't remember where, maybe Michigan.
And the dog wanted to go out.
The dog got out. Yeah, didn't know where he
Aw.
was. Both dogs. There were two. They were Yorkies. If I remember correctly, the dog's collar did say like "little bitch" on it.
Like LITTLE or
Yeah, little bitch.
little bit.
Yeah.
This little bitch.
Is it called Miracle STL?
No.
Is it called Sippin' Santa STL?
Nope.
Wow.
It's always
How many
Christmas
Christmas
there?
bars?
There's a ton that transform.
It's like a Christmas pop-up?
Pop-up bar. Yeah.
Oh, holiday pop-up bar list. Holy shit.
What?
How
How
have I
come we've
never
never done
this?
that?
Why have I never done this? What?
That's
I've
exactly
never
what I'm
known
saying.
this?
Done them and they're way too
You're all fired.
expensive.
Everybody in my life is fired for not telling me this.
It's like $10 for an egg roll.
I don't think it was Sippin'
Oh.
Santa.
Dasher's
Wasn't
Dive Bar?
Keepers. Shark Bar? No. Let me text someone.
Good. Yeah, we're gonna need to get to the bottom of that.
But we do. I do.
You heard it here first,
Filthy
folks.
Animal?
You heard it here first.
When I tell my stories of back in the day when I used to go, down to the Grove to like get hammered and dance for 4 minutes, it was you and I usually.
Me and you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
We would drink really hard. Well, I would drink really hard for like an hour and a half,
Yeah.
and then we would close our tabs and we'd dance until we couldn't breathe, and then we'd leave.
Yeah.
What bar was that?
That's what we did in
Handlebar?
Kansas City, too.
We did that in Kansas City at what's that place called?
Missy B's.
Missy B's.
Yeah, you talked about that last time.
But the place here was Novak's.
Novak's. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And if Novak's had a cover, we'd go down to Handlebar or something. But you just got to dodge that cover charge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get fucking wasted. I can't be paying $5, $10, $20 at the door.
We were always at Handlebar.
Yeah. Handlebar is fine.
Atomic Cowboy.
I did like
Cowboy, I
Atomics.
did a lot of
Their
cowboy. Lots
patio
of
was
cowboy.
great.
Yeah, doing the outdoor stuff at the patio was fantastic.
Yes.
And Novak's had a cool patio when we would go.
They had
there.
an
did.
amazing patio.
It was
Yeah.
the freaking best. You had to, like, hustle on a Saturday night so you could get a table before
table
the other
outside.
Bush Dykes.
No, we would do that. We would close the store and we would rush, like drive 90 miles an hour on 70 past the airport to get a good 4-top at Novak's
100%.
on a Friday or Saturday. It's like once it hits 10 p.m., there's not going to be any fucking.
Nothing. Yeah.
There's no stopping for
dancing
Diet
or playing
Cokes.
pool after
There's no.
Yeah.
We can't go home and shower. We're wearing our work IDs still. And we're sprinting out of the parking spot into Novak so we can get a 4-top. And we wouldn't even sit down. I was probably snorting Adderall in those days. So
Right.
we were so cranked up. But bitches like to sit down.
Yeah.
And anybody we were meeting there, we had to make sure they had a seat. And we
I
would,
remember going there for Halloween. I think you were Michael Jackson one year.
Yeah. They had a fucking on clearance at the Johnny Brock's in Hampton before they closed it. I think that's why it was on clearance. It may have been the last Halloween of that store. The Hampton Village Johnny Brock's had a 3X Thriller jacket on clearance. It was like
Ooh,
$30.
you can't pass that up.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it may have been.
That's a find.
Yeah, it
Where's
was-
that jacket?
It doesn't fit anymore.
Can I have it?
Yeah, I'll find it. I'll dig it up for you. It's down here somewhere. It may be in a box, like a waterproof, more specifically cat piss proof box.
I'll take it after you get it out.
Yeah, after I get it out.
After you get it out.
I won't make you dig for it because who knows?
Please don't.
Who knows where it could be?
Yeah.
Do you guys believe in the devil?
Sometimes.
Okay. Yes and no. I don't actually believe in the devil, but I love to act like I do.
That's weird. I do too.
Yeah. Well, just because like I really want to make a song that's like it starts out very like youth pastor type, like oh Jesus, but actually you don't say Jesus. It's just like I love him and I praise
My hands
him.
are his hands.
And then in the chorus,
Yeah.
it's just all about Satan. Oh, I love you, Satan.
I don't
That's
like
nice.
that. I
Come
think
and
that's bad
save me.
juju.
It's bad juju.
Yeah,
You can't
That's
you
you're
can't
fucking
welcome
Catholic,
you
bro.
can't welcome a fallen angel into your heart. You know what I
That's
mean?
exactly right.
That's what
Everybody-
Tim is saying.
Blue.
I do believe in spirits, though.
Well, sure,
Oh, definitely. Who doesn't?
Yeah,
definitely spirits.
spirits.
Yeah.
Why do you ask if we believe?
Well,
in
I'm
Satan?
just, I've been working on this, and I mean, I really think like most of what we refer to as like God is just like the nature of like good fortune. Like it's sort of a miracle that anything good happens ever. Like
Yes.
statistically, if you look at the mathematic analysis of the universe, it's mostly like cold, dark suffering and vacuumous emptiness.
Yes.
So the fact that anything happens is pretty miraculous.
Yes.
And I do feel like it's healthy to be grateful for those things.
I think so too.
I think the idea of God as like a omniscient, like old man in a chair is probably an oversimplification
Yeah, because it's a woman.
because it's obviously a woman and it's a chaise lounge.
Duh.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that we're even on a planet that can sustain life enough to be recognized by other life is amazing.
Yeah, but after going through Wyoming, there's a lot of really cool prehistoric stuff to see up there.
Oh.
And we went to a dinosaur museum in Thermopolis, and we came from goop, like
We came from goo.
we were just like, as an organism, just this like hot vinegary goop that eventually evolved into what we are today.
It's so hot.
Yes, and like, why are we doing this to ourselves? That's why I can't wait for AI to take over, because I hope that it brings us to like another Regency period where we can all have leisure time and other things can do other things for us. Because why are we working so hard? We don't need to.
You know what? That reminds me of this like utopian novel I read in Murray Farish's American Dream class at Webster when we were there,
Yeah.
Tim. And it was like looking backward and then like the years that it took place. But this guy like goes into like a drug induced coma because that's the only way he can go to sleep. And he wakes up like 150 years later or something. And so the book is him describing the future. And a lot of it was really interesting. But part of it was that because everybody had a very clear cut way to participate in society, they only had to work like 30 minutes a day. Like,
Yeah.
Amazing.
because everybody was chipping in and doing something.
I've heard of like indigenous tribes who, I remember reading something about a tribe of people who were being observed on the Hawaiian Islands, who the white folks who were observing them observed that they were all done working before
it got hot.
it got hot. Yeah. And so they woke up super early to get their work done, and then by the time noon comes around, they can hang out and swim.
Isn't that nice?
That is so
Yeah.
nice.
They can hang out and swim.
Yes.
Are you a big swimmer?
I love to swim.
I
I,
do like-
love going to the public pool.
What?
Yes.
What
I
does
go
that
to
even mean?
Maplewood Pool with my friend.
You don't have prior trauma for going to a public
Hell
pool?
no. I have no shame. I
Beautiful.
I was
so
that kid.
beautiful.
I was that
makes
kid
me wanna
where
go.
my dad or my mom would take me to the public pool by myself. And I would pay the admission to just jump in and swim and splash around. And my dad would sit on the other side of the fence watching to make sure I didn't drown. And I had the best time. And so these days, I just hop in the car, meet my friend Sarah over at Maplewood Pool. We go and walk around the lazy river for a little while, and we talk the whole time. And then we go and get in the big pool and find a lane to walk through. And we just talk and just sit in water and just have a great time.
That's so delightful.
You guys should come. It's so fun.
Yeah, I'll probably pass, but it sounds
I-
great.
yeah,
I love
I-
that you're doing that. I love
Yeah,
that
I
for
love
you.
that for you. But my mom has a pool that has
Oh.
significantly less diarrhea.
Well,
in
what
it.
privilege? What privilege?
And then I play in a band with a guy whose dad has a heated saltwater pool. So
What?
I'm just gonna move in over there.
That
Whoop-de-doo
sounds
for you.
terrible for the summer.
No. Like not heated, like to
Like-
where it's
like
gonna be
hot
hotter than your body temperature, but
Yeah.
like it's heated so it's like 80 degrees and not like 50 degrees. Like Memorial Day weekend, it was chilly. The water was cold. It was hot outside, but the water was still cold.
Mhm. Yeah. So I'm going to come over to your mom's house then, Jay.
Yeah, we should have done this.
Yeah,
there.
why don't you invite us over?
I don't know when we would do
Oh,
that.
your Aunt
I
Donna
miss
has a great
your
pool
mom.
too.
Yeah, you know what? That's saltwater.
Is that your uncle that you were talking about?
No.
Oh, wait. You have a friend who has a saltwater pool, your aunt has a saltwater pool, and your mom has a pool?
Yeah.
I'm from
Kirk-
what's
I'm
it
from
like
Kirkwood.
to
My
live
parents
with a
love me.
silver spoon in your mouth?
My parents love me.
I have a pond. If you want to come up to the beach.
Oh, the
Maybe.
pond is nice. I would totally swim in that pond if it was hot enough.
Yeah.
You got snakes?
No, actually.
Bullfrogs?
Yes.
Is it muddy on the bottom?
We actually just got I don't know,
lie to
like
me.
6 or 12 tons of sand put over there, so there's a
Like
beach.
an actual beach?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Why?
For the kids to play. There's a bunch of like little Tonka trucks that they play in the
That's
sand.
Tonka trucks.
Yeah, but we have some beach chairs for Florida that
Who's
we're gonna
kids?
put down there. My brothers and sisters.
fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to go rinse my eye again.
All right, you want to do that right now? I'm okay with it. You just gotta. Let me know.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
You just gotta let me know which it is.
Which it is, which it isn't.
It's around the corner. Haven't you been here?
Yeah.
God. Lou, what else is on the horizon? I know you talked a little bit about some stuff you're working on before we were on mic. You have anything to plug?
Um,
No pressure. I just want to give you the
I-
opportunity while Tim's rinsing his eyeball.
but I don't. Like, I literally plugged something last time that I didn't follow through with.
Oh my God.
You know, shit just got crazy during the summer, so
Yeah, it's been nuts.
yeah.
It's been
so,
hard out
you know,
here.
things are on the horizon. I'm like really working myself up to go to the Funny Bone to do open mic night there.
Uh-huh.
I'm willing it into existence. I just gotta get in the car and go. But it's really intimidating.
What night is that usually?
I think it's Monday or Tuesday. I know the Heavy Anchor does a open mic night too on Mondays, I think.
I would do that with you.
Would you really?
If you needed like a wingman.
You would go up on stage?
Sure. Oh, not with you. I mean, I could. That would probably
You'd
help.
be there to be my support. You like?
Well, I mean,
if
I could
anybody's gonna
sign
laugh,
up.
I need you to laugh.
No, but that's what I'm saying is like I could, be your support, but I could also sign up and I could do a tight 5.
Yeah.
And why not?
I mean, why not?
I could talk about my mom for 5 minutes.
Exactly.
When I was writing stand-up or material I thought could be stand-up, it was mostly like, well, I was with my mom and I'm like, maybe she should just do stand-up because all my stories included, it started with, I was hanging out with my mom.
Oh, you know what? I'm doing an improv jam, I don't know, standoff thing in August where every weekend there's 2 groups of 3 but then all 6 of you do you improv a scene for 20 minutes or whatever, and then the next week we'll come back and then another group will come in and then we'll do a scene.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that'll be a lot of fun.
Invite me, I'll come watch.
Okay.
I'm no interest in doing improv. I want to do stand up one day,
Mhm.
but I don't want to. I'm a one person stage
Yeah.
presence, you know?
Yeah, you're a headliner.
I don't say and to people, you know? Isn't that the whole thing about improv?
Yes,
It's you
and.
say yes and. That's not me.
You would just be like, what are you saying?
Yeah,
You
I'd
don't
be
make
like,
sense.
You'd be like, how am I supposed to react to that?
You're trying too hard. Get away from me.
Ugh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
It is.
Anyway, that bar was
try
Small
too hard.
Change. Have you ever heard of that?
Small change.
Yeah.
It's some secret Christmas gay bar.
Yeah, Yeah, they are.
I just can't believe there's a gay thing in St. Louis that you know about that I don't know about. It makes me feel like I'm slipping.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Jake, but I think there's a lot I know now that you don't.
Oh my God,
He's
I feel so
watching
left
Pride
out.
this year, Jake.
I walked in Pride. I'm the living embodiment of Pride this year.
Well, you heard it here first, folks.
You heard it here first, folks.
Mr. Pride himself.
T, do you have anything you need to plug, or you feel the opportunity to? Do you have any like photos from vacation you wanted to share with
Me?
the audience, or anything at all?
No, I mean, you could look at the pictures that Jeff tagged me in if you wanted to talk about something, but no, I have nothing to plug. I'm not doing anything creative right now.
Yeah, that's okay.
I just think about things right now.
Yeah,
I'm a Pisces.
Yeah.
So I think about them and I like create this world in my head. I write notes in my phone and then I tell myself I'm not good enough and then I don't do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta stop that.
Well, that's good.
Well,
because you are good enough.
That's true.
keep going.
You are good enough.
Say it again.
You're good enough.
Wow.
Say my name while you're saying it.
Tim, you're good enough.
I like it.
Wow. It's so intimate in here right now. It's
Okay, what are the
delicate.
things that you're thinking about, though, that you just, like, think you're not good enough at?
Well, I think like I would really like to write a book in this, and I know that like I'm sure early 30 something wants to do this, right? Like a David Sedaris style essay or short story memoir collection, because I feel like I have a lot of insight about the life that I've lived so far.
Yes.
And I have some really funny stories, I think. It's just a matter of constructing them in a funny way, because I feel like I can tell a story to a friend and they'll laugh. And I'll think, okay, cool. Like, that worked on that person. How can I get it to work on a whole audience?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I have some shit to say.
Yeah, you do have some shit to say.
You got plenty to say, Tim.
I do. And then I want to get a TV show, a sitcom that is based on the comedy stylings of me. So like a Roseanne type of TV show, or
Yeah.
She's
like,
canceled.
Everybody Loves
You
Raymond.
should just be the new Roseanne.
Oh my God. I feel like I could.
They tried to do the show without her, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what if we just recast Roseanne
With me.
with Tim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to shave. I'm only going to wear like oversized t-shirts and
Yeah, definitely the same
flannels.
wardrobe. It'll probably be fine.
What?
Definitely her same wardrobe. I'm sure it's still
Yeah.
on set. You just wear that
Yeah,
stuff.
like stirrup pants
Yeah.
with
What?
a giant white t-shirt that has chicken eggs on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken eggs.
Could you imagine me and Aunt Jackie just shooting the shit?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's yep.
Yeah.
And as a scholar of Roseanne, her character becoming a Trumper makes zero sense.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, when she and Dan in the original series were huge deadheads who named their child Jerry Garcia Connor, how does that translate to like 20 years later Roseanne advocating for fucking Donald Trump? That makes
Well, I'm
no
sure there's a
sense.
lot of that actually.
Yeah.
Well,
Because, those kids grow
you
up.
heard it here, folks.
Yeah, the kids that were all at Woodstock are not all like living on communes now.
Well,
a lot of them like work at like
A lot of them
Charles
probably had bad
Schwab.
experiences because of it.
Yeah,
I
but
need
they
a
they were middle class. Like, I think it's a sham to think that, like, because they were lower middle class that was their whole thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a sham to assume that if you're Midwestern and lower middle class, that you're automatically, ignorant.
Yeah, that's probably the move they were making. They probably just assumed that they would be Trump.
They thought that she would be like the adversary to a Darlene. When they raised Darlene, like Darlene is who she is because of her mom. That was always the thing on the show. Anyone else feeling nostalgic about Roseanne?
No,
right
yeah,
now?
you heard
Yeah.
it here first,
Yeah.
folks.
Nostalgia about Roseanne.
Roseanne.
Did I ever tell you
nostalgia.
that that's the song that if I were to be played on stage
The
as
Roseanne
a
theme
burlesque
song?
performance,
Oh my God.
it would be the Roseanne theme song.
That's so funny.
Can you hum it?
No, I'm not doing that.
I can't picture it.
No, I'll play it on my phone.
No, I don't think we can do that.
Okay, well then I can't.
Lou, do you know the Roseanne theme song?
I don't.
Are you
I actually
kidding
have
me?
the Full House theme song stuck in my head
No,
now.
oh god.
Everywhere.
No. There's no lyrics to the Roseanne theme song. It's just a harmonica.
Oh yeah, I can't.
That song, you know,
No.
like where they're sitting around the table eating, and that you see each of them, and it revolves around each.
Oh God, yeah. They're passing around the Chinese.
Are you
food.
listening to it?
I'm trying to.
Okay, but
It's
make
not.
it faster so that it's not copywritten.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
I'll tell you what, that is a sexy song, and if anyone says it's not, they're lying.
Yeah, it is pretty sexy. It's kind of burlesque with the
It is.
brass and the. It's
Yeah.
kinda
I'm a sucker for a harmonica or a saxophone.
God, you are from Jeff.
Yeah. Well, let me wrap this up real quick and then we can hang out. Guys, that's another episode of Jacob V Weekly. High five. Follow us wherever you get your podcasts. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, Google, whatever. Subscribe, rate, review. Any interaction helps the show. The only way to support the show financially is patreon.com/JacobV. Again, shout out to Caddyshack of New Hamel, Illinois. If you got extra money, send it to them. They need it. They're saving lives. Oh, Spotify playlist. Jacob V's favorite songs, July of 2022. Is officially out and started. Blah, blah, blah. Why don't you bang it, brother? Thanks, guys, so much.